Well, I know I'm going to be ruffling this mic all around. Guess what? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, no matter where you are in the world. You know who it is JJ on JJ's PC Builds. Guess what? I got the graphics card installed. It wasn't easy. So, I'm going to tell you why it wasn't easy. One, when I have my extra hard drives plugged in, it kind of interferes with the card. So I had to remove those two drives I had. I have three internal drives, regular hard drives, to store all my stuff. But tomorrow I hope I got this package coming in, because that's going to eliminate all the hard drives I have. Except for the one on the motherboard, the M.2. So, what we're going to do right now, to my amazement, is I think you know what I'm going to do. I'm just gonna take and see if I can roll this around the right way and see what we can do. I want to try something with this new card, so stand by. Let's see what we can do. Okay, let's see if I can do this right, and we're going to try for it. So here we go. We're going to start off with, let's see. Let's go ahead and do this benchmark thingy. Let's start off with Night Raid. So y'all get ready for this. It looks like it's going to be a hot one. Here we go. And I hope y'all don't mind, I got my face over here in the corner. So, there we go. Let's just hope we're playing nice. Do mind you, I cannot touch the mouse at this point. It's getting there. Now we're on the first graphics test. Let's see what happens. See if it plays nice. I figure I'll pop up this little thing here so that way y'all can see what's going on. So y'all can see the FPS and everything else. If you can't see it, we'll do our best to make sure y'all can see it. But I mean, as far as 300 FPS on this, that's pretty awesome, I think. Hit the highs of 300 over close to 350. Well, no. Looks like it's good. Oh, it's over 400. Wow, 400 FPS DirectX 12. Well, let's see what this is going to bring us. Graphics test number 2. I think I've seen this hit about almost 800 FPS. So, I don't think that's too bad. That it hits up in there and around 800. Now, if y'all are wondering, it's about GPUs staying at about 109 degrees Fahrenheit. And the CPU's at 135 with only 40 to 45, maybe 47% usage on the CPU, 71% to about 80% on the GPU. It's a nice little balance, I think. And at 2820 megahertz, that's not too bad. Especially the memory sitting at about, it looks like it says about 10,000 megahertz. But yes, I know y'all are going to say the CPU is really sad. But, I mean, it's the Ryzen 5 5600G. What are you going to expect? So you're getting 10 to 12 FPS on the CPU check. And it's like 105, 108 milliseconds on the latency. Everybody's going to say it kind of looks like it's bottlenecking a little bit. Well, you got to remember, I'm still running OBS, the OBS recorder, and running this at the same time. So, kind of got to give me my props on that. So, look at it like that. I mean, I got a couple things running. I don't see where this is not bad at all. I mean, 44,845. Graphics scores 93,345. CPU scores 11,370. And as you all can see right there, it says GPU, the Nvidia RTX 4070. And the CPU, Amd Ryzen 5 5600G with Radeon graphics. Shows you right there, and I'm running 1080p, just to let you know. So, don't look too bad to me. Oh yeah. So 4420 megahertz on the processor. That's not too bad. GPU memory clock frequencies was only running at 1312.75 megahertz. That's not too bad at all. So yeah, it wasn't even running full out on the memory clock for the GPU memory clock. So that's kind of got me wondering what I'm going to be doing wrong here. I think I need to figure out how to boost it up a little bit. But all in all, it ran at 2820 and it gave me a whopping 93,345. Happy with the score. Happy with the score. Now, let's go ahead and run another benchmark. Processor's nice and cold. We'll go ahead and we'll run Firestrike. I'm just going to run them all the way through. This is going to be a little long video. So let's just run it through and do all this benchmarking real quick. So that way you all can see it. And make sure y'all got your soda too. I got mine. Oh, wow. Let's see what happens. It's taking a little time to load. I know that. I got a couple more things to work on and I can speed up the loading time. But for what it is, it runs good. Wow. Badass. Awesome sauceum. Looks like the low about maybe 170, 165 FPS. And on the high, it looks like it's about almost 145 or 245 on the top end. Not bad. Not bad. Sorry the screen shrank on there. For some reason it shrank it. Who knows? Well, wow. 150 on the low. Over 208 on the high. Maybe more. Not bad. Not bad at all. Oh, it dropped a little bit. Not much, but it's definitely holding up, everybody. It's definitely holding up. Wow. First time I've seen this part. This must be something new. Very interesting. See how far it's going to drop. Oh, it looks like 42 on the low side. It's like 60 up on the high. Not bad. Not bad at all. That's what I'm talking about right there. Graphics scores 41,123. Physics scores 20,991. Combined scores 10,957. But the overall score is 28,976. Not bad at all. So let's go back to the benchmarks. Let's see what we can do. Now, do remember, I'm running two screens. I'm not just running one screen, I'm running two screens. So, it's gonna, take a little away from the scores. So, do understand that, So, when you run two screens like I'm doing, that's just so I can record, to run the benchmarks for this GPU. So that way, But it is going to take a little bit away from the score. So let's go ahead and do Time Spy. And see what we get. I'm running them all at the same time. I'm doing all three and then a couple more benchmarks just to give me an overall advantage of what's going on. I want to see if it's going to survive. That's the whole thing. Whole idea, see if it's going to survive. So, we are looking to see the survival. Now my integrated graphics on this only got up to like 23 FPS. In between there, 15 and 23. So far we're up to 60. And it drops down to 29. 28, 29. Not bad. I hope y'all are enjoying this, and make sure, you like and subscribe if you're enjoying this. Not teabag so far, not teabag. Now I'll give you a little insight. This is running at PCIe 3.0 x 16. Okay, if you're wondering. So we're running at 3.0 x 16, but it's giving me all the love. I'm going to tell you that you would expect if it is running 4.0. That's the only difference. But do remember, when I go to upgrade the motherboard, all I got to do is upgrade to the next big thing on the motherboard, take everything along with me, boom, I'm back into the race again. So far, the card is not it's not a disappointing card. I don't see it disappointing me whatsoever. So far so good. I'm definitely happy with what I got. Not because I got integrated graphics, and do remind you, the integrated graphics that I was using were just as good as running this discrete graphics card, but this has got a little bit more horsepower than what my graphics card had, my integrated graphics had, so that's what I was looking for, just a little bit more horsepower. So that way, I can do more things. And this is not fine-tuned yet, just to let you know that. This video card's not fine-tuned to the system yet. This is just a rough-edged plug and play. Now, I told you last time that, I had to go. And this is another thing that was disappointing to me, too. When I went to Nvidia, or when I went to Asus website, for the software, it seems that I guess they took and disabled their page because I guess they're having technical difficulties for me to download the software for this graphics card. So obviously I can't download the software for the graphics card, so I had to go to Nvidia's website and download just the drivers for this graphics card. Just the drivers. So that way I can get it going. So we're just running completely off the drivers. Baseline, set and put. So when I get the rest of the software, I'll be able to go ahead and put it all together. But for right now, the card is working. It shows me all green lights for now until, you know, we update and upgrade everything. So just got to be patient. They got a little bit of problems over there, so I'm patient. Wow, look at that. Look at this number right here. Got graphics score 16259. CPU score 6906. I understand with the Ryzen 5 5600G, I don't expect much. Okay? But it's handling, you know, look at this, 13,513 right here. Right here. You know, and it's handling the Nvidia GeForce RTX 4070. I am tickled to death over this card. I would never imagine to get these kind of scores. Now, integrated graphics did not give me this kind of score. I'm going to put that point blank to y'all. Integrated graphics did not bring me this kind of score. So, that's just to let you know. Yeah. We turned it off. Alrighty. Let's go ahead and switch out our screens. Alrighty. There we go. Now we switched out our screens. There. Got it back to normal somewhat, but it looks better than it did. Okay, now let's see what we can do. We're only 26 minutes in. We're doing real good this time. Now we're going to try FurMark. We are going to try FurMark. And we're going to start running this bad boy. There we go. Look at that. 450 FPS. Latency in milliseconds down to 2.1, maybe 1.7. So it's not too bad. Now, doesn't look like it's heating up too much. We are only at 129, not even 130 degrees Fahrenheit. And we're only utilizing 95% of the GPU. And we're only utilizing between 15 and 20% of the CPU. Now, you all thought that the thing is that it would never, the RTX 4070 would never work well with the Ryzen 5 5600G. Well, do remember, I'm still using the same motherboard. And that's the Asus motherboard. the B450 M.2 Nvme, the $79 motherboard. So all I need now is some more RAM for the main motherboard. I might, you know what, I might throw 32 gigs of RAM in this and see what it does. You never know. And I'm definitely going to get more space for the videos, because I'm going to need more space for the videos. But looking at this, you know, the video card and the CPU are staying at the same temperatures. So that means it's perfectly done. They're both running at the same level. So it's not too bad. I mean, do y'all ever think you can do this with the RTX 4070? Nah, ain't nobody ever thought that. So I thought it up. I know everybody's running the RTX 4070 Ti with the Ryzen 5 5600G, but you know what? I have options. I can go to the Ryzen 5 5600X, I think it is, or I can go to the Ryzen 7 5700X or the 5800X. Or wherever it leads me, I can always jump up one SKU. So, but I'm thinking that, you know, for the factuals of when you're on a low budget, and this is a low budget, trust me. When you're on a low budget, what can you do on a low budget? So this is a low budget computer. I mean, yeah, I kind of went overboard on the graphics card. But for the $400 for the system and the $600 for the graphics card, it's $1,000. It took me 8 months to get it here, but it's here. And I told y'all I'm going to upgrade it sooner or later, and that's what I'm doing. So, and as far as, you know, consumer wanting to buy this, you can buy this, set it up perfectly, you know, play all the games you want. You know, can this do 1440p? Yes. Can it do 4K? I don't know. But when I get a 4K monitor, we will attempt that part. We will see if it handles 4K. We will see if it handles 1440p soon enough. But 1080p, I can tell you it handles just fine. Just fine. And as far as the card heating up, I don't see it heating up right now. Let's kind of step this up a little bit. Let's go ahead and open up GPU Z. There. We'll go ahead and we'll open up GPU Z. This way you all can see. This is GPU Z. See what it says right here? PCIe X16 3.0 at X16 3.0. So, shaders 5888 unified. Right here, Nvidia GeForce RTX 4070. Well exceeds what it says. Well exceed what it says. Most definitely. Let's go to sensors. Let's see what we got. Look at this. Well, I decided to get my snack. As you can see, it's not doing too bad at all. It is holding its own. Now the board power, it's pulling about 190 watts. The GPU chip power is pulling 164 on the max. Let's see. 8-pin power is only pulling close to 150 watts. So, and the per cap is right there. It's right there, borderline. So I'm pulling right at the max of the per cap. So TDP is pulling at about 95%. Not bad at all, y'all. It's not bad at all. Not bad at all. Well, I can close that. Close this. Bam, boom, bomb. And quit this. Okay. So, there we go. Yeah. Put my drink out of your face. Alright. So, as I was testing that, I ran that for a good 8 to 10 minutes, and it held at about 131 degrees Fahrenheit. The hot spot and the GPU itself held at 131. I'll tell you this. I got some good silicon. Silicon lottery definitely hit the spot. So, just to let you know, I got me some really good silicon on this GPU. Very impressed. Very impressed. It don't get no better than that. I mean, if I want to push it to the max, I can always upgrade the motherboard and go that route. But from what I'm seeing right now with this motherboard and this processor, this is like it's like equaling out. Pulling 100% of the power, it just equals it out. It doesn't over push it too hard, but it doesn't let it slouch. And that's what I want. Not to slouch, but doesn't push it to the max. I want it to run as good as the games will run it. And from what I'm seeing right now, and this is my conclusion on this, that this GPU is going to run. It's going to run me a long time. As long as I don't abuse it, it's going to run a good long time. So integrated graphics, I'm going to put them on the standby. Now, I do got something else coming in the mail from Amazon. I have to wait until it gets here, hopefully tomorrow. Hopefully. So, but anyway, let's go ahead and just jump out of here. If you like my videos, please subscribe. We're working towards 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours. And what I mean by watch hours means watch the videos from beginning to end. It would be appreciated. It would help us get monetized. And also, too, welcome all the new subscribers that subscribe to the channel. Welcome to the JJ's PC Builds family. Oh, and a little helpful hint. Everything you see me test today with the RTX 4070, that's just one set of the tests. That's not the second set. I still got another set that I'm going to go through in testing to give me my total, assurance that it's going to be 100% working the way I want it every time. So, on that note, let's go ahead and get out of here. We will see you on the next one, everybody. And do stick around and stay tuned. We're going to have more testing on this. I'm not going to give up testing on it. I'm going to test it out until it can't be tested no more. It would have been nice if Nvidia or Asus would have sponsored today, but they didn't. It would have been nice, but they didn't. So I had to get it the way I could. So now I got an RTX 4070. Now I need to work towards getting the 7900 XTX from AMD. That's my next goal, to get one of those. And then, work my way back and forth until I get right amount of GPUs. And then work on the motherboards. And then, the RAM. Work on different types of RAM. And then, M.2 drives, SSD drives. Work on getting some of that, and processors, getting some of that, just keep building and building and building until I got everything all stocked up. Then I can run some serious tests and come out with some serious numbers for y'all. But anyway, I am very happy with this RTX 4070. It looks like it's a winner. It rocks along. It doesn't stutter to me. So that's the most important thing. So let's go ahead and get out of here. We will see you on the next one, y'all. Take care and be safe.